It is worth noting that these shoes probably get more attention than almost any other pair I have when I wear them.
They
because
are
they're so bright.
Yeah, they're attention grabbing, which I do like that aspect.
So yeah, there's not like it's a weird time.
It is a weird time. And like I want to do comedy, but like I kind of don't. And like I don't want to deal with all the crap either, because like I was looking at there's like one mic right now that we can go to. And then I looked at they're like, we got like 2 float spots and the list is full. So email for a float spot. I'm like, oh my God, I have no interest. I have no interest in a super popular, like, of course, if there's only one mic going, everyone's going to be wanting to go on it. And I don't want to deal with that right now. Like,
yeah.
And then, so normally my approach would be like, okay, I don't want to deal with that. So what am I going to do is I'm just going to start my own thing. But I don't feel good about promoting anything right now. Like I don't, that's the deal breaker. Like I'm fine with maybe me going out, but if I'm going to do a show again, I want to feel good about promoting it. And right now I don't feel like that's a responsible thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
no, I agree with that.
Irresponsible to me.
Yeah. I kind of feel the same way. It's like, I'm still just kind of waiting it out till it starts to come back a little more. And maybe it's probably going to be next summer, honestly, is what I'm thinking at this point.
Know.
Like next spring or summer. Like we're taking a full year plus hiatus.
It's weird because I've accidentally taken years off of, like I've taken not a full year. I don't think I've ever gone a full year without doing stand-up one time. I usually pepper in a few random ones. Like there's been some light years for sure. Not like the going fast, but like the like going slow on the mics. Kind of light years. But I've never taken, like since I started, I have never taken a full year. And usually what happens is I'll be over it or like I'll overdo it. And then I just need to take a break. I burn out and I take a break. And then I get to this point where like, oh, I have this new bit. I have this new thing. I want to go do it. And then I'm excited about it. And it's just like, that's good to do.
Well, and I mean, we're technically not taking a full year off either. Like we've been doing our little backyard friends and family shows, you know, for our friends.
Yeah.
So technically we have been on stage.
That's true. And that's what I say whenever anybody asks me.
Technically I haven't not performed comedy.
And I did
for strangers, comedy. It's been a while.
Dude, I did a ton of comedy before stuff stopped. That's the other thing.
Yeah, no, this year I started strong. I did like 50 mics or something before everything shut down. Like
I was so busy. Like,
yeah.
I think I was close to burning out though, if I'm being honest. And we maybe have talked about this before, but like I was close to burning out, I think, because I was overdoing it. I was running doing the three
you were doing
weekly shows. 2
showcases and a mic.
Yeah.
That you hosted every week. Yeah, you had a lot going on, and then doing mics between that too. I didn't have that much going on, but I was starting to get to a point where I was like, it was all I was doing, and I definitely, when it comes back, I do want to find a little balance.
Yeah.
I still want to get up at mics all the time. Like I'm not going to just do one a week or something, but I want to take a day or 2 off to try and live a whole life.
Yeah.
You know,
I think that's
so that I got shit to talk about. I'm a run out of shit to talk about pretty fast if I don't have a life.
It's such an interesting balance though to me, because it's like I've had that thought, and then I've tried to do it, but I write more when I'm performing more. So if I'm performing every day, like the heaviest weeks when I have like a ton of showcases and stuff, I write more jokes because I'm performing more. And so it's this balance of like, since I'm on stage every single night for my own sanity, I can't do the jokes exactly the same. I'm constantly swapping things in and out. I'm constantly doing different things. And if I'm performing every single night, I'm writing that much at least, you know, like, whereas when I take time off for like the first little bit, I am writing just as much. but then I'm just like, because I don't have that like it's like, I don't know, that due date or that due time. I definitely like get super lazy and I don't even write, which is where I'm at now, where I'm like,
yeah, I don't know. I wrote a bit this week. Well, I wrote a bit this week because I was thinking about we've got a friends and family show coming up in a couple of days, so I was like, I got to have a new bit, and so
I got one too,
popping in my head, and then I wrote it, and then I called my mom, and I
you ran it,
like ran it a little bit. Like that's kind of how I come up with material half the time is when I'm on the phone with like my mom and my dad. It's like I call them a lot, and yeah, because they're bored and I'm bored, so like I talk to them pretty often, so we run out of regular shit to talk about. So then I'm like just running bits.
I probably could. I don't know. I don't know if I've tried. I've ran bits in person by them. Like I've dropped them into conversation.
Yeah.
And just to be like, like, and I didn't do it on purpose. It naturally came up in conversation. It was just like something that I had on my mind, and I went on a rant and I got everyone laughing at the dinner table. Like I can crush it at that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about. That's how I'll get ideas is I'll just be talking to my parents about like, or other people too, but like, but like I've gotten a decent number of bits because I was on the phone with my mom and I was just telling her about some shit that happened or something that I was thinking about. And
I think you just need a.
And so then I was like, okay, that approach worked. So now I guess got to say it like that.
Yeah.
And it'll be fine.
I think we all need a like our perfect audience person. The person that just thinks it's like your number one fan, so you can kind of like run it by them in a safe way. And because like I don't know what it is, dude. Like whenever I have a conversation with Todd in any capacity, I'm like bits, and I'm always having to write stuff down after I just have a conversation with Todd. Like the other day, I literally just I texted him. I was like, I have this thing that I want to make into a bit, and then I typed it out to him. And as I was typing it, I thought of a funny way to go, and then I just like wrote a joke by trying to tell Todd what I wanted to write the joke about.
Yeah.
And it was a new bit. And I was like, whoa, that works. Like, that's funny. And like, he didn't even respond for like half a day because he's at a real job. He's not like me who just is like, oh, here's an idea. Like, and I just, instead of writing it into my notes app, I just text it to my friends. Like, I seriously have turned my couple of friends have just turned into my only social media. Like I don't even go on any social media anymore. I just like, it's like,
you just wait for someone to send you a link.
I just send ideas specifically to people who I think that would enjoy them specifically. Yeah. And it's like 8 people. That's a little glimpse into my brain here.
All right.
I've just been trying to write more stuff. I guess, yeah, like I started off really melancholy and then I got all excited and like, that's how dude, life's just crazy right now, man.
It really is. Yeah. It's a weird time. I don't know what else to say.
Right. Like my bowling league just started up again, but none of the people on my team want to come back because they're all, one of them's older. So doesn't want to be, it's too risky. And then like, Jody doesn't even want to do it. I like kind of want to, but like at the same time, I feel like I shouldn't. And I feel like it's going to get canceled.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of stuff like this winter, if COVID numbers keep going up the way they've been doing, like stuff is going to get shut down here.
Yeah.
Again, I think there will be more.
I mean, we were even talking about ski passes, and then after I read all of their stuff where like you have to check in and all that, I'm like, I don't know if I want to deal with all that.
Might just do a couple day trips where we just order a ticket online.
Yeah, because I'm going to, like, here's what I see is like, I bet a bunch of people are really wanting to ski, and it doesn't matter, like, because everyone's working from home or whatever,
Mhm.
so they can all go. It's the same thing. There's no nightlife. There's no anything else going on. So
Yeah.
everyone is having the same idea as us. Like, yeah, we'll just go night skiing. It's always mellow. It's like,
Yeah, dude, we're gonna ski all season. But
and
everybody's got that idea, so it's gonna be
everybody
packed up
does
there.
every single night. And it's
Mhm.
going to be this scramble to try to like reserve with your ski pass. You have to also reserve. So I'd rather just be like, not spend the money and just reserve a specific night ticket.
Yeah, just like 2 or 3 this winter, just do 2 or 3 night skiing nights or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm 100% down for that.
Because
I like
I'm
that we're
like,
just making regular plans on the podcast.
yeah,
We're just
yeah,
like, "Yeah,
let's
what else can we talk about? Let's see. Yeah, we've been talking about this anyway, but yeah,
talking about skiing.
what are you cooking for dinner tonight?"
Dude.
No, let's
No, food trucks, dude. We're going to
Oh
food
yeah,
trucks.
we are going to food trucks tonight. No, I'm giving examples.
I guess
Anyway,
more
what
crap with my life. So I realize I'm probably going to be riding my motorcycle, so I'm getting some 4-season clothes to
Mhm.
wear, because unlike a car, you are exposed to all of the elements, and I
Yeah,
experienced
you're
that this
outside.
weekend. I went on a
You get
ride.
rained on?
No, it was
Okay.
just windy and it was really cold. And
It
like
was
my
real cold
hands
this
went
weekend.
numb and my legs were numb.
Mm.
I did get a nice jacket though, so my jacket is good, but I don't have like windproof pants. I guess
Oh
I could wear my
yeah.
ski pants, but so I bought gloves and pants. And the reason I bought them online, and I went to the store to buy them, they were completely sold out because it's Portland and
Mhm.
everyone is having all of the same ideas. And it's driving me crazy. They were completely sold out of winter gloves. Like they only had summer gloves. And then they had no winter or 4-season pants. And I
Mm.
knew I needed to try them on. I knew it. And the guy in the store was like, "Oh, it's this one. You can order it." So I special ordered it. And I special ordered the gloves in the same size as the gloves that I have in the same brand. I looked at the size chart, everything. They are way too small. And the pants, I couldn't get them over my thighs. Like it wasn't
Oh
a waist issue. It was like my thighs couldn't fit in the legs of them. They were like
yeah,
skinny,
there.
skinny pants.
I've tried on jeans that fit like that. Like some jeans just fit really fucking weird, and
Yeah,
I've had that experience with like I'd go and pick out the size I wear in every other jeans, but they're like for whatever reason that they're just cut for I don't know somebody that's
not me. Yeah,
never
exactly.
walked. I don't know how you can have that skinny of a thigh.
Right.
Like
Like
I'm not a thickie over here, and I fucking got I'm not like my
you're
thighs. I don't
you're no
think
Robin Thicke.
I don't think they're out of proportion. I feel like these guys that can fit these super skinny like these
Right? These
styles
like
of jeans like how is their waist that size but then their thigh
the
is like
I don't know. I have no idea.
literally like maybe a 4-inch diameter like really small. Like these guys
Just
need to do
sticks.
some squats. You know what I'm saying? Like
I do.
for
I
their own
I
health and
guess.
safety. What if you're being chased by an animal? You
Right?
need to be able to get away. So
I,
you would need at least some leg strength that I don't think these men have, and
right.
I think it's a problem facing America.
Right. Is these skinny leg
Yeah, I know if Trump
dudes.
wins, that's why. I think these guys couldn't run their way to the poll.
They couldn't
Fucking
run.
legs were too skinny. Get out and vote. By
Yeah.
the time this comes out, we'll have known for weeks
Yep.
what
Well, oh
fucking
God.
disaster happened.
I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it right now. I thought about it for like a minute today and I was like,
Yeah, no, I've been feeling apprehensive. I'm just like it's like I'm just tired of all this shit, but it's like there's
yeah,
got to be some kind of shitstorm coming here. Fuck. Okay, what are you gonna do?
right. It's wild,
Yeah,
man. Uh,
I did
but
want to talk about something else though, because
yeah.
we're doing that. We're doing our friends and family comedy show on Saturday.
Mhm.
With Saturday is Halloween, and I'm not gonna wear a costume because I hate Halloween costumes. I don't like Halloween, and I've
Oh,
decided I'm just not wearing a costume anymore because I don't want to. It's a choice I've made in my life.
that's so every time you've worn a costume, it's because you've been sort of strong armed into it.
Well, when I was like 9 years old, I was really excited to wear a costume because that's like an age appropriate emotion. And
Mm-hmm.
then I felt like I just didn't want to after a while. And it bugs me that every time I go somewhere on Halloween, if I don't wear a costume, or if I like am saying I'm not gonna wear a costume, all my friends are like, that's lame, you're boring, you're lame. And I don't think I am. I feel like I, spent the last however many years
Yeah.
developing a personality. And so
Sorry.
I don't need to play dress up to have fun at a party.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it.
Hmm.
I mean, you dress like an idiot all year. You don't have to
Yeah.
save
I
one
dress
day.
awesome all the time.
I
And I
guess
don't
I
feel
just like
like
the
I need to
excuse to
pretend to
dress
be.
like an idiot.
Mm,
But I already dress like an idiot, so it's just like it's almost like a tone down. I don't know. I don't even know, dude. I don't know where I'm at because like I get it. I totally get it, and
hmm
that reminds me of something that happened in my life. I really hope I haven't told this story on the podcast, but I got a job
hmm
at Lowe's. I used to work at Lowe's, but my first actual day working on the job, like with other people, not just
hmm
sitting at a computer taking the easiest fucking tests ever. And if you don't pass those, you're an idiot. They're just this. Oh, it's just such an insult to your intelligence as you're taking these
Like
tests.
the safety training type of stuff.
Yeah, I'm just like, are
Like
you
if you're driving a
kidding me?
forklift and there's a person in front of you, do you continue to
Oh,
drive forward?
pretty much. Yeah. They're like, what do you
Yeah.
do? Like, like all these things. Oh, it just isn't to me. It was an insult. So I had done like a week straight of insulting my intelligence
hmm
work. And then my first day on the job, and I was working in receiving, which is kind of like I don't know. It's like we're dock workers.
Yeah.
So the people that I'm working with are just,
Yeah. You're unloading shit,
you're
right?
unloading stuff, and it's the lowest job at the lows that you can possibly work. Just like, I don't know. Anyway,
hmm
it's these, all of them are weird guys that I worked with that are like career unloaders.
Ooh,
And
interesting.
my very first day was Halloween. And
Okay.
the what's it called, the person that does hiring, as well as I can't remember the name of the position, as well as like complaining if about your boss or whatever, that person that you talk to, I can't think of what
HR.
HR, thank you, the HR
hmm
person
Yeah.
was like, I finally got it approved, we can wear costumes on Halloween.
And you're like,
And I was
oh,
like, for
goody.
the first day of work, I'm gonna wear a costume. I'm just gonna, like, I learned in middle school, high school, all that. Like, like if it's your first day, imagine your first day of high school and it's Halloween and they're like, yeah, you can wear a costume. If you're not like the popular football player, you just can't wear a
That's a
costume.
rough day, yeah.
Like
And
that's
it's one of those where like your costume is now saying so much more about you.
yeah.
Like
That's
you
your
really
first
have to
impression.
this actually brings me to another point about why I hate costumes is it's like way more work than I want to put in. It's way
Okay.
more mental effort to come up with the good idea than it's money and time to execute the idea. And I just don't want to do that. I
Yeah.
just am not interested. And so I never do. And then it's last minute. And then I have a costume that I hate that I was just like, well, I owned this shit already. So I'll just look ridiculous and wear
Just
this. Cause
mismatch some stuff from your
yeah,
closet.
just,
Yeah.
yeah, my go to is golfer because I have those silly ass golf pants. They're very ridiculous. I did
Hmm.
it last year. And it's just wear
Dude,
the golf pants and a polo and say, I'm a golfer. And they're
I've been
just
a
like,
train
okay.
conductor so many times because I have that hat
Yeah.
and
You
those
see?
overalls, and
You
that's
see?
just
And
my
this is my
go-to.
point. Is it's like it's more effort than I want to put in. And then I feel like society, I feel like I'm a victim of society and society is punishing me for not wanting to put the effort into being like, oh, what was the third most popular movie back in July? So I got a current reference, but it's kind of obscure, so it's not the one they're thinking about. It's like,
You
go
know,
fuck yourself. I don't want to do this shit. I just want to hang out, Can't I just hang out and dress like me? Why do I need to look like whoever was in the third most popular movie in July? I don't even know. I don't keep track of movies. It's a lot of Wikipedia that I
Right.
don't want to read. It's a fucking pain in the
You know,
ass.
Nick, I love how much mental effort, as a person who does enjoy dressing up on Halloween.
You like that I put all this mental
you put
effort
way more
into
mental effort
hating
than I
Halloween?
do. I just
I
go,
put all the
like-
effort into that could have been used to come up with 10 years worth of costumes into one argument why I don't want to do it.
I
I'm
spend
just
about
like
5
preparing
minutes
for arguments.
deciding. I spend 5 minutes deciding what the fuck I'm gonna wear, and then I just put it on, and I regret it all night. and then I, like what? I don't really put a lot of effort into
No,
it.
this weekend I'm just gonna dress fly. I'm gonna wear those orange Jordans. I put orange laces in them. It's seasonal.
Orange Jordan, the
The
shattered
Shattered
backboards.
Backboard 3.0. I put the orange laces so I look like, like pumpkins are orange.
You're like, I'm
you
a
know?
pumpkin.
Yeah, no, I'm
Wear an
not.
orange shirt, orange pants, and those.
No, I don't think I'll be wearing anything else orange. But I'll have those, and those are seasonal.
Okay.
And if anybody asks, I'll be like, yeah, my feet are dressed up like a jack-o'-lantern. What do you want from me? I showed up during COVID.
Dude, you could just wear all of one color and then wing it. Like just one color, head to toe.
Well,
and
could I?
and then whatever people say you look like, just be like, yep, that's what I was going for. Like when people guess. See, I think that would be really fun. Don't specifically try to dress up.
Why don't you do that then? And I'm going to keep doing the thing that I'm already going to do.
Like today, I'm dressed
not to hate on your idea, but like I'm really trying to figure out if I could even do that. I have a lot of shoes that are like multicolored, and I think I have white pants, black pants, and blue pants. And so I don't know if I have any shoes that are solid white or solid black
or solid
or
blue.
solid blue. So I don't think I can accomplish that look.
You got white pants. You could do white pants. You could do your like statics or something. And then you could do a white tee and then a white hat. And
I
you
guess
could be,
I could do that.
and you could be what is wrong with this country. No. I don't even know what that means, but it was fun.
Yeah, it seems pretty. You didn't say anything. Yeah. No, I think we're good.
Oh boy.
All right.
Yeah, dude,
well,
I have no idea what I had a couple of ideas of ridiculous costumes. I think for me, I'll be quick.
No, it's fine. Let's keep talking.
For me, I think I spent so much time because I did as a kid. I remember taking a huge risk once, like a big costume risk. It's like every kid goes through this, like where you go to school in a like, it's before sexy costumes start happening. Like it's like right in middle school, like 6th grade, where it's just like you're too cool for costumes, and then one of the kids kind of doesn't get the memo because they were a kid and they love dressing up.
Yeah.
They dress up and they're the only kid that's dressed up, and you just have that horrible day where you're just in this costume.
Yeah, where everybody's still like, everybody's just like, no, I'm uncomfortable. Like they're starting to be like aware of how people might perceive them.
Right.
So
and
everyone's self-conscious,
like
and then the one kid that just rolls in dressed as fucking Bob the Builder, and they're just like,
like,
can you fix it? Can you fix that? Can you go home and fix that?
And then you can't live down the like, the Garfield costume or whatever that you wore.
You become known as Bob the Builder until the end of high school.
Yeah. You get some horrible nickname. I was that kid. I don't even remember specifically what the costume was, but I wore a costume when they do it really well in Mean Girls, except they kind of like fast track it, and she does like a scary costume when all the girls are supposed to be dressing sexy. But like in high school, dressing up gets fun again. But in middle school, everyone's too cool to do it, and you're supposed to wear whatever current uniform. It's like It's so funny to me because like uniforms are a thing in school, but like places that don't have a uniform, it's just like a cultural uniform that you're supposed to wear. I've always found that fascinating. But if you show up as Bob the Builder. God, I don't even remember what I wore something. I was like a frog or something, and I really went. I think I was like a tree frog, and I painted my face, and I was like,
dude, I dressed up as a tree frog one time.
Oh.
I was like a child though. I was like 8 or 10 years old. But like we took an old hat and paper mache like the head of a frog and like painted the shit. Like my mom made us make costumes at home and do all the art.
I think
it became a whole thing. That might be another reason I hate Halloween is because some of these costumes were a lot of work.
Well,
I think my mom enjoyed it when we were little, and then she was like, you have to come up with a creative idea. Like I think she made us come up with an idea.
Okay.
And then I think by the time I was in high school, I was just like, yeah, I'm not doing this shit. Like, and also I was homeschooled, so like I didn't have fun parties to go to. No, I didn't have cool friends. Nobody I knew was dressed and sexy.
Nobody at home
was no, thank God. No. At least not that I would notice, because I'm not a perv. But like
your sister and your mom. That's so funny to me.
Lots of people enjoy making that joke, and I'm just sitting here like, what? If I laugh at that, I don't know how to respond to that joke.
Okay.
It's like,
it's okay.
Yeah, because like somehow I'm a perv in that situation.
It's
if I don't like acknowledge that it's weird. I don't know. It's weird. I feel like I made that worse somehow. Anyway,
You did. I'm like, should I just let you continue to dig this hole?
No. Let's definitely.
Well, okay, so I realized for me after that, I didn't dress up. I was like anti-dress up even through high school, and like even kind of after, like even college. I think I dressed up in college. That was kind of fun. I sort of would, but I would always do. It was just like a version of like whatever I would dress up as anyway. So it was like just a little like a bump exaggeration of something that I already had. I rarely went out and like put together a costume or whatever. I didn't. I don't really take huge risks, but like I guess also like when I like came out, it's really there's a lot of like gay people really like dressing up. They really like dress up.
So that stereotype holds true.
That holds super true. And I think it's because so many people, it's almost like my guess is it's one night that people can kind of like truly be more themselves, even though they're trying to be something else. They can kind of let go of like what they are usually presenting and can present something else or make experiments, can kind of like experiment with who they are. And like, oddly, when I let go of like trying to be not gay and just was like, all right, here we are, then dressing up was more fun. Because I was no longer worried that it's like, oh no, I don't want to wear that because someone might think I'm gay. And then now it's just like, I guess I'm going to wear that because so then people confirm what is true.
So make sure people know that you're gay.
Right. But even then I don't really like, I really don't go for it. Though I was thinking about, I have a wrestling singlet I was thinking about wearing on Saturday. It's just a little bit, it just might be chilly outside.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be a warm day. So like keep that in mind.
I was just trying to figure out like how I could make that costume warmer. I need to get like some headgear.
And like some leggings or something that are super like insulated like leggings.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it seems like more trouble than it's worth. See, yet another reason why Halloween sucks.
Well, I was just gonna get something out of my closet. That's pull something out, put something together.
I'm just gonna wear normal clothes. Yeah.
It's usually for me, it's just like, well, I have red shirts and I have overalls, so I'll just be Mario again. Like I normally don't go there. I always am like, well, I can't wear this red shirt with this overalls because then I will be looking like Mario. And then
that is Halloween, convenient that you have all those things. And you also just have a big mustache, so it like kind of works out. Like you can be Mario the whole way.
Like just that's what I did last year. I
Mm-hmm.
just was like, yeah, well, I'll just be Mario.
Yeah,
I guess
why not?
I just buy stupid clothes all the time, and then it's usually Halloween when I actually wear those clothes.
Oh, okay. No,
Like
I
I'll
buy
just buy
stuff that
something
I'm
like
gonna wear. I wear like I don't know. I don't dress too crazy, but I don't dress super toned down either. So I'll wear crazy shit from time to time. I just think it's fun.
yeah.
So, all
Speaking
right, should
of
we get to the
crazy
shoe?
things, yeah, this shoe that we're doing today is pretty crazy.
Yeah, this is a crazy thing. So here it is. This is the Air Max 97. It was from the On Air release. It's the London.
What does
Uh,
on-air release mean?
oh, it was these six. It was released the same day as those Tokyos that we did way back at the
Okay, yeah.
start. Yeah, they released 6 different Air Maxes, and this was one of them. They were like part of a design competition, and this one was designed by someone in London. It was, I think, the colorway is called Summer of Love, and it's very bright. It's got a lot of colors. It's an Air Max 97.
Can you hold it up to the camera a little bit? So it's got
Yeah,
that classic
let's
wraparound like
yeah,
wig
let me
thing.
talk a little bit while I hold it up because we'll make sure that the camera then stays on me. Yeah, it's the Air Max 97, so it's got the kind of I don't know what this design is actually supposed to look like. I think it was like a bullet train originally when they first came out with the 97. But yeah, it's got different colors. This is the right. It says closed over and over again on the insole, and on the left it says open. I
So the left
think
is,
that's the only detail that's different on the two.
what's that about?
I
The
think the
open
designer,
closed.
the designer designed it to commemorate her first date with her partner. And apparently they went to a business that could both open and close.
So a business.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what that's about.
So it's
And that's
got,
why it's called the Summer of Love.
oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't know. I like them. They're bright and crazy. And anytime I wear them, people definitely notice them and give me compliments. And so I get attention from strangers, and it's awesome.
And that's what you want in a shoe, really,
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
at the end of the day, if you're gonna wear a wild shoe, like you don't want no one to notice it.
That isn't that the worst when you go out in a wild shoe and
Yeah,
nobody even comments on
it really sucks. Like if you wear like wild shoes and like no one notices, then I start questioning my own self. I'm like, is the rest of me
it.
so awful that these people could obviously see the shoe?
Right.
It's not easy to miss these, you know. Like, is the rest of me so repellent to people that they're just like, not even for those shoes. I'm not starting a conversation with this person, you
I
know?
feel like when I see
So it's
someone
a
wearing
real
something like
self-esteem
that,
hit.
I just throw it to them like, cool shoes. I noticed them.
Yeah, no, I do
I
that.
should start saying that. I noticed your shoes.
I
And just
noticed them.
acknowledge it. Hey, I noticed your shoes. Don't give them an opinion. Just acknowledge it and then keep going.
No, when I see if I'm close enough to the person, I'm not gonna like cross the street to tell anybody their shoes are cool. But if like I'm standing next to someone in line or something and they got dope shoes, I'll definitely be like, oh yeah, like I'll name whatever shoes they've got on, be like, those are dope, bro. I just like try to acknowledge people's cool shoes because it's what I would want people to do for me. And I think that should be part of sneakerhead etiquette.
Is you should compliment other people's shoes.
I think so. I once I started noticing shoes, I started doing it because I was like, you know what? I know my psychology when I put these shoes on. So if I were that guy, I would appreciate it. Or that girl, but usually it's a guy. If it's like cool shoes that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
Gotta be PC. But
Now,
like,
do you expect a compliment in return, or are you just legit just throwing
No,
out that
it
those
depends. I mean, if I'm wearing something equally cool, then it's like it's nice if they're like, "Oh yeah, you too." But I don't mind. I'm kind of fine with whatever, as long as I don't just. I've had people just give me like a weird look. And it's like, what are you? You think you're better than me? You're asking for fucking attention. You're wearing goddamn Yeezys.
You're
Like
wearing Yeezys.
that pisses me off to no end. Where it's like, hey, I just tried to make your day like a tiny bit better, and you're gonna look at me funny for trying to make your day better.
Yeah.
I don't even know you, and I did that to be nice. I literally thought if I was that
It's
guy
like,
wearing those shoes,
acknowledge
I would
me.
want a compliment on the shoes.
Well,
You give me a weird look. It just
I'm glad that you
people are
are out
inconsiderate.
there giving it and not just expecting compliments
No,
all
of
of the time.
Of course, there's a give and
This is
take in this world.
definitely like a pulling for compliments thing. I'll pull up the sneaker. So did you pay?
Yeah.
You paid full retail for it?
Yeah, I got them on the drop off the app.
All right. So we've been getting a lot of like all audio listeners. So I'm just going to describe it really quick. It kind of has this like wave. It's a white shoe. It's got the air unit all through the bottom, and then a white base with like different colors. It's got like neon. Is that green or yellow? I can never tell.
It's a
Greenish
yellow. Yeah, it's that greenish yellow. It's kind of the same color as your Volt.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's got the
Purple
orange,
swoosh.
which orange is my favorite color. So I like the orange part. And then like what is that? Seafoam?
Yeah, it's like an orange
Stripe.
tongue and stripe, and then there's a white stripe.
Did it come
and then
with any
there's a
other
green.
laces?
It did. It came with a dark blue pair, but I keep the yellow.
Yeah, I think the yellow is solid. It's got
I mean, it's a bright shoe, so I might as well stick with bright. That was kind of my reasoning on it.
Yeah, I like I like that orange contrast with the yellow. That's nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like blue and green stripes with a white in between each one, and then orange around the top. And
yeah,
the tongue.
And then it's got the what is that called? The window. Yeah.
Yeah,
the window through from heel to toe, actually, which is
yeah.
That to this one?
No, that's the 97 has a full length air unit.
And then in the air unit, you can tell it kind of fades from yellow to orange.
Yeah,
to match
toward the toe and
and then it's got purple heel tongue and heel tabs, and then a nice big. Is that an Air Max logo in the front? It's Air 97.
It says Air 24/7.
Okay.
Yeah, it says Air 24/7. So I think that's another like, and it kind of looks like the neon sign that would be at a diner. So I think that's another.
Oh, I gotcha.
Design cue from like diners and restaurants.
So you paid 200. It looks like these have dropped a little bit, but for the 10s right now, they're going for 150.
150. Yeah. And I remember this pair of that drop. This pair, the Paris and the New York all sat.
Oh, okay.
The Tokyo, the Maze, the Seoul, and the Shanghai all sold out on the first day. And so yeah, these sat for a couple of weeks. These were the next to sell out, but they sat for a little while. So I could see them not carrying a lot of value, but I think they're cool and I like wearing them, so I have them. One of my friends, I have worn these on a number of occasions. One of my friends told me they look like a super soaker, like those water guns that we used to use as kids.
Yep.
He was like, those are stupid. Those look like a super soaker. What are you wearing? Kids. I was like, awesome shoes.
What is the 90? Okay. Yeah. They do look like a super soaker. That's pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like.
Yeah, they are very outrageous and bright colored.
Yeah.
I'll give them that.
I think they look like a track shoe. Fucked a golf shoe. That's what that's what they look like to me. They look like a running golf shoe.
Yeah, I could see that.
That's sort of my take on them. I think they're cool on you. I would never wear these or buy them ever. I personally don't like them.
I do remember the first time I wore these shoes and you were there. You were just like, Nick, those are the gayest thing I've ever seen.
sounds like something I would say.
You definitely said exactly that when you first saw these, and I was like, eh. I said, nah, they're dope.
Like, this is one of those shoes where it looks like you have more of a gay card than I do.
I mean, that is fair sometimes with how I dress. So, like,
you know, something I noticed that, I can't figure out your style because it is just all over the place.
Mm-hmm. I like what I like.
Right. You just kind of decide, which is cool. I like that about you. I feel like my style would be described as toxic masculinity. I feel like if you find a shoe that's just like, whoa, this looks like someone who beats up on their wife, I'd be probably into that.
You do wear a lot of tank tops.
Yeah, I do wear a lot of tank. I don't own a white one with the rib. I don't own a white ribbed one, but
like
I do
a
have
regular
a camo one.
Ooh,
ribbed,
what's the?
Maybe worse
That might be worse
because it hides the stains.
The classic white ribbed one eventually looks like the camo one.
Yeah,
with enough stains.
With enough stains,
it makes its way there. Enough Keystone gets spilled.
I have quite the collection of tanks.
I don't know if I would say your style is toxic masculinity though, because you are wearing a blue and purple Hawaiian shirt right now, and there's very little that's toxic or masculine about that colorway.
I suppose
it looks pretty relaxed,
but this, I just look like a dad on vacation or something.
You do, yeah. You look like you're trying to get hammered at like a mediocre resort. Like it's not on
like a
Key
Margaritaville.
West. It's not a Key West. It's like 4 keys to the right of that, like at a discount, and you're like, this is almost as good. And yeah, like you made your kids just go play in the pool, and it's just a pool. There's no slide, nothing fun. You're just like, hey, it's a pool. You swim around. It's fun. And you're sitting there trying to get tanked on like those margaritas that they have pre-mixed in like the slushy machine. Yeah, you're drinking slushy machine margaritas, not the good shit. Nothing from a cocktail shaker.
No.
In that shirt, you're not allowed to use the original recipe.
No. Not at all. Yeah. So I'm not the hugest fan of this shoe. I would never wear it. I do like orange though.
You've expressed that before. It is worth noting that these shoes probably get more attention than almost any other pair I have when I wear them. Because they're so bright.
Yeah, they're attention grabbing, which I do like that aspect. There's a lot of things I like about this shoe, but for some reason, just not a fan. I don't know. I think it's the toe. I have no idea. It's the stupidest things, but just not a fan.
Yeah, I think if you like 97s, then you like 97s. And from what I remember, you're not a big fan of the 97.
Nope. Like
so that's gonna do it.
Like the
right there.
The Witherspoons. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, they're how much? Are you kidding me right now?
Oh, like, that would be one of those shoes that I would like to have at some point. If I had a ton of money, that's like a sort of a grail for me.
And I love wearing corduroys but here's the thing about corduroy pants. I can't wear them more than one day in a row because there's just too much chafing. They're just like a thick fabric, and like I don't have the thigh gap.
You don't have a thigh gap.
I ain't got no thigh gap. I've got that a lot of my half the thighs are touching all the time. And we already discussed how I have big ass thighs.
We had a long conversation about thighs,
and I just brought it around.
You did.
That's perfect.
There we go. That's a callback. That's a comedic element.
Callback.
Yeah.
Though as we were, I was looking at them. I did find an Air Max 97 that I would fuck with.
All right, which one?
And I'll show you what it is. It is this one. I do like this one.
Oh.
It's the Black Racer Blue. But the thing is, it's like I wouldn't spend that much on them. They just seem like a non.
Wait, what are they going for?
They don't even have any. And
oh, okay.
For one of them's, I don't know, that seems a little high for the
it does. I think just because there's not that many.
This feels like a shoe I could still get at like Foot Locker or something, you know.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't a colorway I don't think that anybody really thought about because I don't remember it coming out at all.
Yeah,
It's,
I
I
like
know
that
they've
one.
dropped a lot of different. There's a lot of different random colorways of the '97 that you can find that like nobody really cared about.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of this one for some
Eh,
reason. This Air
no,
Maxes are
it's
hard for me because it's like a running shoe thing. It's
also the Air Max
and
as far as fitting your foot and like the way they don't fit your foot. The
Mhm.
97 would probably be one of the worst offenders on that
Oh,
one.
really? Are they pretty
Yeah,
narrow?
they're fairly narrow and kind of like
I think I tried yours on.
I think you did. And like it's the same general shape as all of them, or at least as the Air Max 1, but
Yeah.
these seem like they have more structure. Like this material on the outside here around the edge is like a vinyl type of thing.
Okay.
So it takes them longer to like break in.
Yeah, I
So
would hate
these would
that.
not become you would hate these shoes. Like you I don't think you would like them.
Yeah. And that's becoming, dude, that fit thing is becoming more and more of an issue for me because I've got a few pairs of shoes that I like. I love the way they look, but I can't wear them a whole day. And I
Oh
really
yeah.
don't like that. Like
Are
it
those Air
bothers
Maxes one of
me.
those?
Yeah. And I've tried. I was like, maybe I gotta like wear them in. No, well, also they're like white and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like afraid. It's also like we're not in a normal time. I've got to remember that too.
Mm-hmm.
And now, right now, since I'm primarily on my motorcycle, if I'm not walking there, I'm wearing my motorcycle boots
Yeah,
because I'm
that
not
that
gonna.
makes sense too because you don't want to fuck up all your shoes on a bike.
Yeah,
So
like I did see a guy in Air Max something like bright ass Air Maxes driving a motorcycle, and I was like, dude, you're gonna scuff up the toe. Like,
you're
what are
gonna
you
ruin your
doing?
shoes.
Like when you shift.
I like that. That's our thought when you see a guy on a motorcycle. What's he wearing? Oh, he's gonna fuck those up.
Well, no, they were. It was a crotch rocket. I was sitting in
Mhm.
traffic, and like you can see. I don't know. I look at everyone's shoes anyways. Why am I trying to
Yeah,
justify it to you? I'm gonna look
no,
at their shoes like I have a foot fetish.
yeah.
But
No,
I
I
do.
wasn't. I wasn't saying that it's anything silly that you would do particular. I said
I
both of us.
do
If I saw somebody, I'd have the same thought. I'd see somebody with wild shoes on a motorcycle and be like, "Oh, you're gonna fuck those up," you know? Like,
this dude
don't
this
scuff your.
summer I saw like so many idiots, especially like now that I ride. I
Mhm.
I know how it's there's these little things like here's the deal with motorcycling. I hate saying this, but
Mhm.
it's not about if you're going to get into something, it's when. And
Yeah.
so it's just every time you get on the bike, you know you're taking a risk. And so wearing flip-flops on your Honda Blackbird as you fly down the road in a
Mhm.
t-shirt is just like it's an unnecessary risk.
You're asking for if that's the day you get in a crash, you're gonna get extra fucked up
Yep.
because
Like
protecting yourself.
at all. I mean, even
Yeah.
just the most basic, like like a pair of Vans would have more protection, and it's also like and protection from the engine and like oh, I've seen multiple people in those like Nike slides. I don't know,
Hmm.
like on
Just like slides, like they
on a
just came from the gym.
yeah on a
Yeah.
street bike, like oh, it's
That
just
does
like
seem like a street bike guy type of thing
yeah,
to do.
you don't see any
Like I can't
Harleys.
see a Harley guy. Yeah, I can't see a Harley guy doing the slides.
That's definitely a street bike move.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is that bike is like way faster and way more dangerous than the aggressive riding stand. Like
Mhm.
it also would be more reasonable to have the slides on a Harley than on
Yeah,
a
because a Harley's kind of a laid back bike. Like I know
yeah,
they've
it's
got some
got like a
power, but you're supposed to just kind of cruise around and make
yeah, they're
noise.
cruisers.
So
They're
street
not
bikes are cool. Like they're fast, but and but they're definitely like what broy dudes that wear fucking slides are into
yeah,
for the most part. If I'm gonna be generalizing out,
generalizing it. Yep.
which I am, yeah, broy dudes that wear slides probably like street bikes. Because
Mhm.
honestly, I'm like a borderline broy dude, and if I were to get a bike, it would probably be a street bike, just because I'm intrigued by how fast they are.
Yeah. I've seen some people like they're geared crazy and you got to like know how to drive them.
Yeah,
I've
no,
never
I've
driven
heard they're
one.
not a good starter bike. Like people will be like, "Oh, I can get a fucking what is it, the Yamaha R6? Is that a that's
I think
like
so.
or a CBR 600 or any
Yeah.
like 600cc street bike? Like you can get them used for pretty cheap." And you're like, "Oh, it's only 600." No, that's 120 horsepower in this in 400 pounds.
Yeah,
Like
like
that's
400
fast as
curb weight.
fuck, dude. Like do the power to weight ratio on that, and it's like better than most Ferraris. So like you're going to hurt yourself badly if you don't know what you're doing. You're gonna just turn the like you wheelie
Right.
it through a fucking
Dude,
intersection or
I
something and
saw a
smash
guy
into
do
a
that.
wall.
I was on my bike,
You
stopped
wheelied
at
it?
a stop. I've not wheelied my
Oh,
bike. I've gotten the front wheel off the ground a couple times
so you have
unintentionally.
wheelied it. That's what I'm saying. It's not. I'm
Yes,
not saying
technically.
intentionally, like where you're brr, 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 like
I've
you're in
I
a
mean, I've just like
rap
accelerated
video,
really
but
quick.
like accidentally gotten the front wheel off the ground, like because you're new at riding a bike. Because I
Not
know that'll happen if I ever start riding a motorcycle. To me,
I've
I've,
never done it
it
like
happens.
super like I've not gotten it. It's just like a little bit. Like
Yeah,
I was just shifting really
I've seen
fast
the
and I
fail videos where
dude.
people are fuck up on a bike in an intersection. They just go, "Brrr," and they just like wheelie through an intersection
Dude,
and run into a truck.
I saw that happen. This dude wheelied, like stopped at the stop sign,
Mhm.
and I was stopped in another spot, and then like went to go and just wheelied through the intersection, and I could see that it was not
And
intentional.
he had a look on his face like,
I
oops.
couldn't really see his face because he's got but just like the body language and the flailing, and looked like he was gonna jump off the bike, but then
Mhm.
didn't. Just kind of
He
committed
got
to.
it back into control, but
I
he
think he thought
had
he
a little
did.
anxiety episode
Like
there.
he duck walked off of it. Like if somebody who knows what they're doing wheelies, like they like pop it up and then they're like maybe like put a leg out or like they're balancing. No, this dude like wheelied it and took both feet off the pegs and like kind of was almost he didn't quite walk, but like was kind of and sort of like walked it down. It was
Yeah,
like it was a
no,
big boy on this
he
street
made
bike.
himself a little nervous there.
I was like, ooh boy,
He didn't
that
mean to do
was
that.
not what you meant to do when you went through that intersection. And he went into a parking lot, and you could tell he didn't mean to go into that parking lot.
He had to calm down. Had to drink himself some tea.
Like, ooh boy, I'm gonna
Gotta
pretend
find,
like my destination was this parking
had
lot.
to get his headphones out and go on the call map.
Yeah. Like let's
Let's wind back down
right.
here
Oh
before we
boy,
get
that's
back
gonna
out
get
on
your
the
heart
road.
going. But
All
all
right.
right,
Well, I think that might pretty much do it for the episode, right?
yeah, all right. So if you were at a I don't know, like a taco truck,
Mm-hmm.
and street or okay, say you were on your street bike and
On my street bike.
you're on your street bike and you wheelie through an intersection by accident and these shoes fly off and then you just but you're safe, but the shoes are just donezo.
I'm safe, but they get run over. Both of them
Yeah,
somehow fly
both of them
forward
fly
and under
off.
the tire.
Yeah,
They're just destroyed.
and you have the like lost item insurance because you can get that with your motorcycle
Mm.
insurance. Fun fact, you can get like coverage to cover like things, just losing things out of your pockets and
Oh,
stuff.
that's a great idea. I've
Replacement.
always wondered because I was like,
Yeah,
these people, they mount their phone or something. What
yeah,
if your
yeah.
phone slips off on the freeway and hits the deck at 82 miles an hour?
There is
Like,
insurance that your insurance can cover that. That's
tremendous.
a little like a
Yeah,
little
if
$10 a
my
month.
lost shit insurance covers them, then yeah, I would
You'd
200
replace
bucks I'd
these.
be saving money
Yeah.
because I'd get 50 extra dollars.
Right? That's the nice
So,
thing about when a shoe
yeah, these
takes
have
a dive.
depreciated. No, I appreciate these shoes. I enjoy them just because they get attention and they're like
Mhm.
so loud that it's kind of I don't know, it's fun sometimes. They're a great spring and summer shoe, when people are like getting out from the winter and the sun's out and
Yeah.
flowers are colorful and the world is colorful and I can be colorful too.
Nice.
Yep.
That was a solid close.
Yeah,
Uh all right. I
wasn't the
think
worst.
I think that's going to do it for this episode. That was super fun. Make sure and like and subscribe. Follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. We have new episodes every Wednesday. Thanks, guys.